Today we're watching an episode of Impractical Jokers taking turns being physical therapists, and a real physical therapist is going to react. Coming right up. Hey providers, in today's episode we're watching the Impractical Jokers, but before we do, if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Will Humphreys, and here on this channel I make videos to help you increase your income, impact, and freedom, and today we're going to have a little bit of fun. If you're unfamiliar with the Impractical Jokers, this is a TV show where 4 lifelong friends take turns putting each other in awkward circumstances, and for our benefit today, they all took turns being PTs. Let's get started to see how this goes with Joe, one of the 4 jokers.
Joe, I just want you to be making a weird sound in the phone. Mimic a 56K modem. Here he goes.
So in the initial eval, that first part, the first meeting that we have is our first chance to make an impression. And man, what a waste to not be able to go up front and introduce ourselves, make them feel at home, make sure they know who we are, and if we have time, give them a tour of the gym. In this case, the patient wasn't sure what's going on, and Joe sends this message of, "I'm too busy for you because I'm currently on the phone." That actually happens a number of times in clinics when PTs get burned out and overwhelmed. They don't mean to do it, but if they don't make that effort on the initial eval to help the patient feel at home, we lose a huge opportunity at helping them commit to their physical therapy program. So let's see what Joe does right after that.
He's in the wrong chair. He's in the wrong chair. I like him better in the other chair, bud. Right back to the other one.
Well, all right. So it's kind of more of the same thing in this case. The patient hasn't even started care, and most of my patients probably would have walked out the door by then. But in this case, Joe is still making that sound. I noticed a couple things differently this time, though. First of all, Joe is wearing unprofessional gear. He's got a t-shirt, some shoes on, and pants that tell me he might be there to fix things in the clinic, not be a doctor of physical therapy. So the other thing is that particular gym doesn't look that put together and organized. It's important for a physical therapist to present an environment so that the patient feels safe and they know they're going to get good care.
Clinton, Joe, good to see you. For work, do you sit at a desk a lot?
I would prefer to sit at a desk.
Clinton, can I ask you a question?
Clinton, let me ask you a question.
Gesture to his leg. Were you attacked by a wolf on the way in?
Were you attacked by a wolf on the way in?
Shut up!
So making fun of a patient, obviously, wouldn't be the right thing to do. I guess you could give Joe credit for introducing himself and asking a little bit about what he does professionally, at least in his work environment. In the initial evaluation, physical therapists need to determine the prior level of function, as well as any influencing factors that could dictate the plan of care. So if he's sitting down a lot or if he stands a lot, that's going to determine for the therapist what's going on in terms of the mechanism of injury. It would also be informative for the therapist as they're planning that plan of care out to help them address any work-related stresses that are causing a negative impact on the patient's condition.
All right, throw the ball against the wall.
Joe's showing him an absurd exercise that doesn't exist. I've never heard of Thairball, bounce against the wall, face plant activity, but you know, it's the real thing that's not cool in this video is the swearing, right? Like the therapist to swear in front of the patient out of frustration doesn't build any trust and is highly unprofessional. So obviously that's the case, but let's see if Joe can finalize this visit with something positive.
Annoyed.
I just want you to do this. Don't bend your
Oh,
elbow. Yeah,
okay.
all right.
All right, sorry. You ready?
Yeah. Don't bend your elbow.
I'm not trying to.
Okay, well,
give it a
try to
little
3
more. Maybe I
pound. Try to
thought I
3
was-
pound.
Joe, now you bend your arm. Do it wrong.
Don't bend it.
That's bending it.
Smart patient. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the patient's out of here right after that. Right? One of the things that really stood out to me in this video is that Joe is giving him right out of the gate, apart from the wall ball face plant exercise, he's giving him fully supinated shoulder flexion activity. I don't know what this patient's condition is. They don't reference it at all. I'm assuming there's something upper extremity or cervical in nature. It's interesting is that patients come to our clinic in that first visit, usually inflamed. Their joints or muscles are still going through the inflammatory process. So that's not the day that we would give weighted resistance and strengthening exercises. On the first day, we do a lot more education. We'd want to help the patient understand what's causing their disorder so that they can feel bought into the program. In addition, any treatment we give that day is going to be calm in nature, meaning we're going to try to reduce inflammation. So we might do some passive stretching. If it's a cervical patient, we might do some manual traction. You might do some grade 1, grade 2 mobs if it's a shoulder. Either way, our focus will be on reducing inflammation through stretching and general education. That when the patient leaves, he or her wants to come back. That first visit's goal is to establish relationship and then give them an experience of the plan of care such that they will want to continue and commit to the very end. The biggest problem we have in therapy is patients who self-discharge. Unless the therapist is skillful at selling the program through education and helping them feel better. So obviously Joe did not get full marks for being able to be a good therapist, but it was funny anyway. So listen, what did I miss in this video? Is there something that they did well that I missed or something even worse that I didn't catch? Please put that in the comments below. If you have different exercise treatment protocols you'd give for these conditions, I'd like to hear about them as well. And for every comment, I will leave a claims accepted or claims denied response. And yeah, I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about it. So have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Until next time.